back. Joe Somali, Jim Patero. We'll wonder who he is, we'll find out. And Ron here this morning? There he is. Oh, hi. Thank you. To Ray, you're on the microphone today. And David, you bring your shirt?
What table?
And Dan, are you here?
He's not here, I'm supposed to have it for him.
Okay. Led by Jim Goodenough.
Put your hand over your stents.
Indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Joe.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, here comes a flat. It's a little late. What's going on? Baseball's over.
Yeah, we just did that.
Daylight savings time is over.
Football.
It is. What?
Football's over. For most of us.
Watch out for these.
Almost got impaled. But it was a very nice morning. Did you notice that?
Beautiful.
A beautiful morning.
I thought.
All right, you ready? There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. The corn is as high as an elephant's high. And it looks like it's climbing clear up to the sky. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way.
Yeah, we have a problem. This one marks.
They say a person needs just three things to be truly happy in this world: someone to love, something to do, and something to hope for. Tom Bowden.
Wow. Very nice. We have some visiting Rotarians this morning. Michael Cook is still gone. Oh, there he is.
So, what do you call it?
Need a mic.
There's one that works.
Another one? Yeah, you got it.
You visited? Where you from? Please welcome our visiting Rotarian today, is Bill Stalker.
That's what everybody says.
It sticks in your mind.
He's such a bummer.
If you live through this table, please raise your hand so you can get a microphone. Good work.
Good morning, Sunrise. I first of all want to say the doc in the top one, yes. I want to introduce Ray Nino, who is the CEO designate for the new hospital when we reopened in April. Ray has started work this week, and I hope you will, and he's a former Rotarian from 2 different clubs. I hope you will welcome Ray.
Good morning, Ray.
Please welcome our exchange student, Ian Bernal. And did you want to say something? Say something.
What are you getting?
I went with David and that girl. and her husband to Crescent City. I met with the rest of exchange students of the district by our side for doing a sleepover in a house near the beach. So we did a bonfire in the beach. It was so fun, so much fun. And it's fun. And I remember you that in the next weeks I'll give you more information about the fundraiser of Spanish School.
Great, thank you.
Any more visitors?
Oh. Yeah, I have Alan here, my son. No, okay.
Thank you very much.
Good morning. I want to welcome our guest speakers. We have Stephanie Cobb and Matt Stevens from SMART. We'll hear more about them later on in the program. Thank you.
Welcome. Let's have a round of applause for our visitors. Now, quick little bit of business here under Lost and Found. Someone was so excited at getting their breakfast this morning that they dropped some money over there. So if you're missing, it's on one side. Yeah, one of them's so if someone can tell me the serial numbers, I'll give it to you. Someone definitely lost this money. Maybe they were getting money, they thought they had to take a breakfast or something, but check your pockets. I'll hold it. Okay, so we had a photo caption contest this morning, and this always stops me. Got it? No. Well, that's what it was supposed to do.
Yes, sir, it's supposed to be dark.
Good job, Lee. Warn me next time.
We have so many other fun things to do this morning. That is, it was my program, but, okay, now, better come back. Is this going to automatically carry or
Just click.
just click?
Oh, amazing.
That was our picture. These were the people who entered. Summer Morris, Gail Thomas, myself, Terry Kelly, Mark Olson, and Shinsuke, and Nancy Wilson, the unknown Rotary, who's appeared several times, and Vic Johnston. And there he is, Summer. Yay! So read that, please.
You should consider joining the Rotary Club of Sebastopol Sunrise.
And we have something for you at the bottom.
Fantastic sugar.
Just in time for Thanksgiving. Pumpkin bark. Okay. So, we have birthdays, a lot of this week. Mary Darling is still not back. Louis Watson. Still not back. Julie Kidd, I saw you. Okay.
I'm here.
Okay, so what are you gonna do on your birthday?
I really don't know. They want me to go down to the casino, they have spaghetti Sunday at Tony's. That's an excuse to gamble, but yes. I have no idea.
All right. That's probably worth $5.
Thank you. What are you gonna do, Michael?
Yeah, Michael.
That's the fun.
How old are you, Michael?
Way old.
I'm going with Julie, except I'm going to the other casino.
Oh, in Bodega?
In Bodega, yeah, I think that'll be a lot more fun. We don't lose that much money, do we?
Okay, $5 to you too. We don't have any anniversaries this week. That's made almost a year. But Larry, you still here? I do.
November 8th was my mom and dad's anniversary.
You don't have to pay anything for that.
No, I don't know how many years it would have been for them this year. I don't know, November 8th.
You would have been in the Rotary for 14 years.
That's all? God, it seems like half of my life.
Yeah.
Well, I must be 28 then. So we'll see what happens on the 19th.
Fantastic. You have
Okay.
$20 extra. For the time.
Okay, sounds good.
He's got more news.
What?
What you told me this morning?
Well, you know, I was kind of waiting on that one.
All right.
We'll wait,
There's a
we'll
top
wait a
secret.
couple of weeks.
All right.
Thanks, Doug.
We have a serious thing. There's a proposed bylaw change that we need to vote on. And it's changing the elimination of a past district governor as being able to serve as a member at large. So currently it reads, he or she cannot be a member at large for any of the following reasons. He or she is a past district governor or a district governor designate. So that's the proposed bylaw change. And we need to vote, show of hands and count on it. Send this into the district. So all of those who are in favor of that change, of allowing past district governors to serve as members at large, raise your hand.
Ken? Can we have a little discussion?
Okay. I think that's a good idea.
Helene, maybe you can explain the rationale here?
When the new voting process was changed last year by the bylaws and a vote by the clubs, in those bylaws it said that any past district governor, let me go back, there are 3 past district governors on the nominating committee as it is. And there are 3 members at large, and then you have the district governor elected nominee, feels that. What they said in the bylaws was that a past district governor could not represent a club. Saying that, my interpretation was, probably the person in this particular club that doesn't qualify to make a decision on who should be district governor was eliminated. And so this proposal is that we take that out of the bylaws, and it says that a past district governor can represent the club on the nominating committee. Does that make sense to you?
Right.
I assume we're not talking about this club's bylaws, we're talking about.
No, this is the district bylaws.
Yeah, I think so it doesn't matter if you understand it.
So all clubs will be voting on this.
So let's hear the argument. So what does the opposite argument say?
The
What do they
opposite
say?
argument is that there should be more transparency and that they feel that any past district governor or a past district governor should not have that option to vote.
And
Or represent the
part of
club.
the thought was that there were already 3 past district governors in place on that committee making
That's
those
true.
nominations. So we did have that advantage
The
already.
most recent past district governors.
Actually, there are 6 district
But it
governors on that
actually-
committee already.
I have to be very honest, I put this proposal forward last 2 days before my term of district governor was over. Because I personally felt that to take my vote, my right to vote away was not correct. That's where I was coming from.
Ken?
So this was sent out to every Rotarian in the district by District Governor Kevin Eisenberg. How many of you saw the email and then read it? Great. Because, you know, again, to go a little bit further, there are already 6 district governors to be, and past district governors on the nominating committee. The original concept was then to have 3 non-district governor at-large, normal, regular old Rotarians on the committee. So this is proposing to change that to say that potentially those 3 non-district governor aligned people could be, and remember the 3 at-large, if you want to call it that, at-large members of the committee, it's a random draw of the clubs that will then be represented by those 3. So out of the 47 clubs in the district, there is a drawing out of the hat for the 3 clubs. Then those 3 clubs nominate their at-large person to the nominating committee for district governor. So what this is saying is that those 3 at-large, if you vote yes, it's okay then to have another district governor on the committee. If you vote against it, it's to keep those 3 as non-district governor aligned people on that committee as a balance.
So it could be, all 9 could be past district governors if the 3 clubs each nominated a past.
That's correct.
But I think you have to remember that there are not that many clubs that have past district governors.
Any other discussion? Okay, then let's call the question. All those in favor of striking past district governor, raise your hand. It's the ones who are in favor of bylaw change. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. All those opposed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, it failed. Now, due to the size of our club, we actually get 2 votes, but both votes have to be the same. So we will be providing Kevin this calendar for our 2 votes.
Because of the size.
All right, getting our law. Mr. Vaquero.
Really not sure.
And give us 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes? I can do this in 5 minutes, although I have to say, following Mallory last week, I haven't scaled the planet, I haven't invented anything that was life-saving, I only have 1 college degree, so it might be a little bit of a disappointment for you. Born down in Southern California, March Air Force Base, a long time ago. Grew up in Southern California. The way I ended up in this Rotary Club is we moved to Sonoma County in 1996, where I started working with Joe. and he introduced me to the club. Spent about 8 years in the club here before, for business reasons and family reasons, took a break, so that's what pushed me back here. But to rewind all the way back, grew up in Southern California, found an affinity for cars at a young age, learned how to work on cars and paint cars. Big traditional family from an education standpoint. I was the 5th one in our family to graduate from Loyola High School, which is in downtown Los Angeles, in Jesuit all-boys high school, so that wasn't exactly the high point of my but when your grandfather was in the 2nd class, it was kind of a pre-chosen path where you were going to go to school. Then went on to be the 11th one in the family to graduate from Loyola Marymount University. The good news is, well, Marymount now, there were girls there, so I tried the second half of my education. Managed to get out of there in 4 years with a degree in business and finance. And after that, being a car nut, ended up, of course, going to work in the automobile business. So I worked for Nissan as a district sales manager, where I handled about 14, 15 dealerships in Central California, which is where I met my wife. So we got married. I lived in Santa Maria. We lived there for about 10 years before we moved up to Sonoma County. Both my daughters were born in Santa Maria. I got my oldest daughter is 23, Christine, and my youngest daughter is 19 now, a sophomore at Sonoma State. And about 5 years ago, we adopted a daughter from Forestville, so Sierra, and she is now graduated last year from El Molino and went to work in the AmeriCorps, which I guess is like the Peace Corps for the United States. She's now working for FEMA, and ready for this, living in Queens, New York. So she does a 1-year hitch there. She'll be back in June. We're happy to get her back here, and then she'll probably be off to Sonoma State. But she insisted that she wanted to help pay towards college, and they will guarantee 2 years worth of tuition if you go give Uncle Sam a year worth of your time. So it's been hilarious to see this little girl who grew up in Forestville, running around in New York, driving an 18-passenger van. Wow. Because she was designated the driver, because she drove our Suburban, and that was so anyway, when Joe put the hook on me to get me into Rotary, this has just been such a fun club. And really, there are 2 reasons I left. One is my daughters got into the junior high school age. I wanted to make sure I was there for sporting events and those kind of things. And for work, I ended up doing a radio show for one of the local radio stations every single morning. And it was your look at Wall Street from the wine country. Those of you that have picked up on it, I'm an advisor for Morgan Stanley. Anyway, so every morning at 7:30, I was on the air, and that obviously kind of conflicted with Rotary. So that and the family caused me to step away, but it was really funny. Julie Kidd, wherever Julie is hiding, over the years she had kind of kept dripping on me and reminding me about how much fun we had in this club. And those of you that have been here for a while might remember the debunking for Sam Crump. And a chuckle or two out there. That was a ton of fun. The other one was the Sonny and Cher gig with Donna. So those kind of things brought me back. Where's Terry Kelly? His mess-up meeting was rather spectacular. Mr. Reese as well. So anyway, missed the club, missed all the people here, so I'm just really happy to be back. And this is part of the fermentation process that I so fondly remember. But I look forward to saying yes to as many things as I can and only no to the things that I have to.
Thank you very much. Well, we're going to do these times fast because we're running out of time. First one up is
It's really good.
Tell everybody what this photo is.
We just arrived in Santiago, 500 miles from the beginning of our trip, and day 34,
What kind of car are you driving?
Something. Huh?
What kind of car were you driving?
Ford.
So I'm thinking, well, the 500 miles, 500 is a little rich. 50 is kind of rich. How about $5 a piece?
I can only go up from here.
And how about,
Yeah, you're up.
what are you doing here? We're in the fisherman's knot?
Where'd you get that? That's out in the pier in Lake Tahoe. I was setting up for some fishing with my grandkids.
Looks like you work.
Looks like you have to bait their hooks too. I think $5 is good. Yeah, here is a beautiful horse.
Looks like a horse.
Smells like a horse.
Okay. Oh, there she is. Who is this?
Oh, well, okay, I don't know if any of you guys have ever had a life experience where you put a bunch of time and money into something, and then you felt that it was a total waste of time and money. Well, that's how I was feeling about my horse business that I used to have. But this mare who I bred, I own her father, she went U.S. National Reserve Champion, and her daughter did too. So it made me feel so good and so excited about what I had done in the past. I'm getting teary. Anyway, so, how much?
More than $5.
Yes, that is, her name is Aluna.
Is she an Arabian?
Yes, she's a purebred Arabian.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice highlight.
You know.
And,
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, why do we have that after
that's Terry, and Terry, what are you?
50 Shades of Grey.
Who is?
He's Alexander Steele.
What
50
about
Shades
your
of Grey.
dog?
The
Is
hair.
she a whip?
I am there.
Okay, it was your roommate, Sue Labubi, who threw this party. And she's a good looking lady. Since it was Sue's party, I can't find it. Now, finally got the reschedule for the bocce ball contest. It's May 30th of next year. So you won't see this for a while. I'll bring it back next year. We'll start revving it up again. Okay, Vicki.
So the holiday dinner is starting to be planned. We had our first meeting this last Thursday. So Charlie's going to be doing facilities. I've got Gay doing marketing. I have Paula helping out with food. And Melody's going to do warm clothing. So start bringing in your warm. We're only going to do jackets, scarves, gloves, and hats. We're not a garage sale. We're not a yard sale. We're really limiting to warm clothing. Scott and Dewey and Richard is going to be doing toys. We're going to have a very structured toy area. And Ron agreed to be Santa. Our next meeting is going to be next Thursday at Umpqua Bank at 5:30. So when these key people come and tap you on the shoulder, please help them out, be a part of their committee. I want to make an announcement for First Friday. That's this Friday. I think we have over 30 people signed up, right, Debbie?
36.
36. So we're going to have turkey, everybody bring a side, and a beverage to drink. We've got karaoke coming, and bring your favorite card game or table game.
What time where?
5:30 at the Senior Center.
Got it.
And one other announcement, we're doing business after hours for the Chamber of Commerce. Al with the membership club is hosting, and we're going to have it at our bank, so make sure everybody comes. It's November 20th at 5:30 as well. Thank you.
And Al, you want some volunteers for that?
Yeah, he's busy.
You wanted some volunteers?
Yeah, I need some volunteers. Okay, we got a dictionary coming up. I'm from New York, I don't need no speaking microphone. Okay, let's see, for those of you that are not familiar, the Rotary nationally distributes dictionaries to over 40,000 third graders throughout the country. And we participate in this as well. At this point, we've got only 2 schools that we're going to be distributing to. And I'm going to need 5 volunteers on a date that is not determined yet. It'll take about maybe an hour or 2 of your time to go to the schools and give out the dictionaries and see a lot of wonderful warm smiles from the kids. So I'll be waiting at the door, and I need 5 of you to stop by and say, oh, I'd love to do that.
It's a very rewarding experience. You know, kids open the dictionary, and the first thing they do is try to find their own name. And, they find pictures. Little boy found a dinosaur. He was so excited. They're very nice dictionaries. Julie, do you have an update on Mark's condition?
No big deal.
I saw Marty when he was at Apple Valley last Saturday, and he was doing much better, and he's now home. He has nursing care at home, but he, I think, would love to hear from you. He sounded quite chipper. He did call me and ask me how the election was going last night, so I assumed he was feeling considerably better than when I'd seen him on Saturday even. As he says, he feels like he's been hit by a Mack truck, but he's coming along.
Good.
So I encourage you to at least call, text, or email so that he knows that everybody's thinking about him.
We're going to skip the happy bucks today. And I would like to introduce our speaker.